What is up, everybody? What is up? What is up? What is up? We gotta get all of our chats up real fast. So we're gonna get all of our chats up live and in 4K. Let's see, there's the first YouTube chat. Boop, boop, pop it out. Where's the second one? Which one did I pop out? That one? Okay, we'll do this one. Yep. Pop it out. Boop, boop. Pop, pop. Okay, those are good. Those are popped out. Now I gotta go to TikTok live stream chat. Hashtag TikTok live. Go to TikTok. Boop, boop, boop.
Proving.
Let's find our own profile live. Do. Pull that out. Awesome sauce. There's a certain size it's gotta be for it to fit on the stinking screen. But we're smart. We figured that out long ago, back in the ancient days. Yo, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. About to start a map. Okay, we are going in right now. All right. One thing I want to talk about today, once we start mapping, is going to be the state of the game. So I'm just going to hit record, and we're going to start talking about the state of the game. All right. So I've been playing POE 2 since launch. I feel like I'm pretty far into, the end game now. I get to farm pinnacles and, tier 15s are easy. We have many builds now in the late stages of mapping. Favorite one, in case anyone's wondering, is probably still the Chrono Mage. I just think it's the most visually satisfying of all the builds, and it's not Lightning Spear. I did finally actually build Deadeye Lightning Spear, and yes, it's stupid, and you one-tap bosses, and you AoE clear the entire map in like 5 seconds, but for me, it's just not like that visually crazy, and I don't necessarily think it's like leagues better than anything else. Specifically, running the Blood Mage Spark builds, I feel like are fairly equivalent with Deadeye Lightning Spear. So if you're doing any sort of like, non-hardcore content, I definitely recommend Blood Mage. But if you're not, obviously Lightning Spear is OP. The Blood Mage just it's too easy to die if you like just slightly mess up. But I digress. Whole point of today's video, it's gonna be the state of POE 2. How is it? What am I seeing? How am I feeling? What is annoying? What do I love? And we'll just start off with the most egregious thing. I just got stun locked. The most egregious thing on this update by far is server stability. I've said in a few videos that I really like to play this game co-op in a multiplayer, and I feel like I am not able to play co-op multiplayer right now because the servers are so unstable. Now, they have no problem updating the game and releasing, new cosmetics. They have loot boxes now. They have a bunch of skins always releasing. They even added new, stash tabs, right? And people are praising them for, oh, finally we got new stash tabs, yay. Personally, my hot take, don't care about the stash tabs, literally at all. It's a paid for convenience feature in our free-to-play game. Personally, I don't like that monetization, especially in early access. I almost feel like in early access, because I paid for a free game, they should almost give us like temporary access to all the stash tab stuff to test it, right? Like it would be cool if they just gave that to us. Personally, I don't think that should be something they even ever charge for, to be honest, because it feels borderline required to play the game, and it makes the game feel like it's only really free to play in name, not in practice. Now, I feel like if you can spend development time and money, on making more money on your free-to-play game through monetization, such as the expensive skins and the stash tabs, which I'll show you here. They got these like supporter packs, which, can cost you up to, $500+ dollars. They got these sales going on of different, pets and outfits and like, popular armor sets that people like, and they got all this stuff going on here, right? They even got gacha loot boxes, although these are probably the least offensive loot boxes I have ever seen in a game. This stuff seems to be like what the development time is going to. Like, if I'm being honest, it's not going to the servers. I feel like your number one priority in this game needs to be 100% making the servers playable, not only for single player, but for multiplayer. You know, I should be able to play with my homies and not have to worry about lagging out and dying and losing my maps. And in single player, at least the game kind of pauses itself and you won't die, which makes it a little less annoying, although still annoying. But in multiplayer, you're completely screwed. There's nothing you can do. There's no counterplay to it. It comes without warning. It doesn't matter what build they're playing or what you're playing. It just doesn't work. And so I think first thing that needs to be addressed or fixed by Grinding Gear is definitely their servers. The second thing that I feel like probably needs to be fixed, and I think everyone agrees with this one, is just the balancing in general, right? There shouldn't be one class that's so far egregiously above everybody else. And it's not even as much as that it's a class that's OP. It's not like Amazon's the most OP thing ever. But the fact that Lightning Spear specifically is so far and above everything else in terms of mapping, that it's just insane. Do you think they can fix? I do think they can fix the servers. I think if they can spend money on adding more microtransactions and ways to fund the game, then they have time to fix the servers. It's a very easy thing, I feel like, to get under control, considering every company ever has practiced fixing servers and doing stability. I could be naive there, but if the game can't have solid servers, then you need to give us offline options. Like, I shouldn't have to be connected to the internet if you're not going to allow, proper server stuff. Now, another problem in the game I've noticed so far is the whole trade system. So, currently, the trade system is like a peer-to-peer thing. You use the website, which is not in-game unless you have an overlay. And then you send them a message, and they can, respond to it, invite you to a party, and you trade. But what happens 99% of the time is people false list their prices and don't actually sell you the item for what they say they're going to sell it for, which obviously leads to you wasting a lot of time because you're trying to buy an item for the price it's being sold for, not the scalper price, right? Now, to make matters worse, a lot of these people selling aren't actual real people. They're just bots. And so the bot market is crazy, and they'll buy up the stock of things and then jack the prices up on it and sell it. Now, you could say just don't play, in the trade league, and you don't have to deal with this stuff, or don't engage with trade. But the problem is the game has no real crafting system, and in order to hit endgame on anything other than Lightning Spear and actually do like reliable damage, you either need to get insanely lucky with trading, or you just buy the item that you want to make yourself strong. So it's kind of obnoxious, but like trading is currently a necessary evil. Now, I would love for them just to make trading work just like Alva's currency exchange. It's instant, it's fast, because it's instant. It works well. And it's still technically like trade, but I don't have to like wait or interact with other people where it slows my game down. And on top of that, it could work while I'm offline and not even logged in. So like, I think it'd be sick if I could list a bunch of items for sale and then log back in and I just have a bunch of currency from all the stuff I sold, right? That would be really cool. Currently though, I have to be logged in to do all that. Also meaning that if I list a bunch of things for sale, my mapping is going to get interrupted by people constantly asking to buy stuff, which is good, right? Because they're trying to buy things. But I have to either pause my map, leave it early, or make them wait, which causes them obviously to have a less, positive trading experience. So those types of things I feel like need to be fixed. Now, the game is a lot easier once you have the POE 2 overlay. It lets you like price check items, and it lets you do stuff in game. Like you can see it here. I can like search for things and I can buy in game. That kind of stuff the company should not be relying on third-party services for, right? Grinding Gear needs to just make that a part of the base game. Like same with the loot filter. Let us just toggle loot stuff in game. I shouldn't have to download a third-party extension to do something your game should be doing by default. Now, I hear a lot of people, especially in comments, talking about how, well, the game's in early access, you're expecting too much. Now, how do I feel about that? Well, I think early access is a buzzword. I don't think it's real. Pretty much any live service game ever is early access when you think about it. The game is not done. Not all of the content is out. They're adding more content over time. The game is usually free to play or discounted. And you're basically never, ever, ever going to get the completed product. But they still sell the product. They still make millions of dollars off the product. And they can still use the excuse of, well, we're still developing the game for years to come. And I just think it's a little bit cringe. Yo, give me a shout out, bro. Yo, John Kuganji and Beckham. Welcome. That's funny. You're stuck on the final boss of Act 3. Nice. I could help you out if you need. Anyway, so the game's, quote unquote early access, but you're making all the money off of it like a normal game. You still have to follow FTC guidelines because, it is a game. It is a sold product. It's quiet on the YouTube side. Interesting. Have you tried turning up the audio? Have you tried turning up the audio? That's a dickish way for me to say it, but I feel like it's on your end. I don't think it's on my end. Anyway, the game is a sold product, right? Like, just because you're in early access does not give you really any excuse. If you wanted to say it's early access, don't complain, then make the early access free, because we are beta testing your game for free, right? You normally pay people to do what we're doing. Now, we do get the benefit of having fun and playing the game early, and that's cool. But, like, it's still no excuse for servers not working or having crazy stuff. Like, I don't think there's an excuse. It's 2025. Games release like Clair Obscure, where you have 33 people and the game has no problems. Now, you could say that game had 10 years of development and it's not in early access, and you're right. But Path of Exile 1 is borderline the same game as this one and has been out for a very long time. They have all the experience in the world making servers that run. Most of these systems are ripped straight from the old game, just on an updated graphics style. Like, I feel like there's no excuse for the game to at least not run correctly. Like, that is just egregious to me. And then on top of that, I really don't feel like that they should be spending dev time making, more like microtransactions into the game to fund the game, which we already paid for to play early, by the way, because remember, it's going to be free. Instead of finishing the campaign, releasing the rest of the classes, and doing all that. This game is supposed to be done before 2026, right? I have zero hope it's done by then. Like, zero hope. I don't understand how it's taking so long for them to release more than one class. Like Druid, we've already seen all of Druid's kit pretty much. So why is it not out? Like, I've heard there's been problems with the game, with the Druid's shapeshifting forms, but like, it's not like it's a new novel concept. We've had shapeshifting in hundreds of games by now. I believe they've done it before too. It shouldn't be that crazy. Now, there are things that I can forgive in early access. I made a video about the coming calamity and how if you mess with the gem slots on the herald items, the items just bricked. It won't work. It'll literally crash your game. That kind of stuff, that's fine, right? Like, I understand it. It's one off item that not a lot of people have or are running. Makes sense that it's not working correctly. Another one is literally how my build operates. This Sacred Flame, I can slot it full of Spirit Reservation stuff that doesn't actually take away from my Spirit bar. That's an early access bug. Now, it's fine, because I benefit from it, but like, it's to be expected to have one-off items that have, little things that don't work. But again, and I know I sound like a broken record, the server problems for months on end that just keep getting worse is just horrendous. And if you're not going to add a offline version of it, then like, why? I don't even, like, why not? Just do it. It doesn't hurt you at all. Just make it offline version. A lot of games crowdfund by letting you buy early access, which means it's not feature complete. Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be feature complete. I'm expecting the game to work, right? Like, just because you slap early access on it doesn't mean the product isn't viable. Like, you're selling the product. So the product should work. Build for new players. Probably just play Deadeye Lightning Spear, because it's fairly cheap, and it's the best build in the game. That's what I would do. Trying to think, chat. Do we have any other issues with the game? We can go over some stuff I like. Now, there are a few things I'm really, loving about the game currently. The new update, fixed loot. So I've gotten a lot more currency drops than I ever have before on the game. However, going back to a negative, I only really get these drops on my characters that have no rarity. So when I'm playing a character with juiced out rarity gear, and like when my map has a juiced rarity, I feel like I get no drops. The second I play a character with 0 rarity bonuses, I just get divines and perfect jeweler's orbs all the time, right? Like, that's weird. It's probably a glitch, but again, it's fairly understandable, right? It's early access. There's lots of stuff to fix. I'm sure something as complicated as like a rarity system in a game where it's modified by your loot is incredibly hard for them to work on. Although they should have practice doing that currently. Let me know what you think. I wish there was PvP in PoE 2. There's still no replacement for Diablo 2 in 2025. Diablo 4 is PvP, no? I know that's a joke, because Diablo 4 sucks. So my stance on PvP is PvP would be cool, but right now we basically have PvP against AI, right? And we get to fight the other exiles. And I think most people would agree it kind of sucks, right? Like, you literally just one-shot them when you see them. Whoever sees the other one first wins. The visibility on it is, like, next to impossible. Like, I genuinely don't know how you beat, like, Lightning Spear in PvP when you walk into the vicinity and off-map you just get one-banged by a Lightning Spear. Or, like, this class, like, you're permanently slowed and I just freeze time on you. Like, what are you supposed to do about that? Unfortunately, it also means it's not optimized, but agree the server issue should be top priority. Yeah, I think that's the number one thing they need to fix. Like, it's the biggest problem of the game. That's exactly what it means, though. I have a product I'm selling that is a test product, and you decide to buy the product, and it malfunctioned. I don't believe you have the right to be surprised. You should not be surprised, but you have the right to be upset. So, like, in order to sell a test product, it has to be a certain level of viability in order to be sold, right? It can't violate FTC guidelines. It can't be a product that's actually going to like hurt you, those types of things. And you are allowed to sell the product, that's fine. There is a certain level though that the product needs to be reasonable, right? Like, if this game just was always a black screen and it auto crashed your PC every time you launched it, like the launch of the game, that's just completely unacceptable. You bought it for $30, you literally can't play the game. That's a problem. Now, there's a happy medium in this area, but I would push back on that sentiment there. Javelin and D2 can one-shot as well. Yeah, there's a lot of bullcrap stuff about PvP that would make things difficult. How much longer is this season out for? They have not said, so I don't know. New update with loot for all sources is better and actually progressing my character? Yes, same here. I changed my mind a lot on rarity, but made it worse. I'm glad you said something. Yeah, they definitely made it worse. Yeah, welcome, Jordan. Yeah, no, rarity has just been weird. Like, I just started not running rarity on anything because I felt like rarity was pointless. Like, it actually doesn't help with anything. My 3 main characters that I've done on this league so far, well, I guess 4. I have a Flicker Strike Amazon. I have Cast on Cold and Freeze Chrono Mage. I got double and triple Cast on Crit Blood Mage, and then I got Deadeye Lightning Spear. They all perform, honestly, pretty much the same. I will say the Blood Mage does the best against bosses, by far. But it's also, like, the squishiest and the most sketchy to run. So there's that. More problems I have with the game, because my editor is going to go through this and touch on things. Player collision. When you play multiplayer, there is way too much player collision problems. When there's 6 people running a map together, not only is the server literally crashing under the weight of all the comments being dropped, but you literally like can't get around each other because of how the maps are designed, how you can't, go through enemies for the most part, and you can't go through each other. I think if they don't want to let me roll through my enemies, can you at least, for the love of God, let me roll through my teammates? Maybe I don't have to be able to walk through them, but I shouldn't be getting like clipped or caught on teammates. To me, that's unacceptable. Yo, thanks for the follow, Lisa Bin 147. You are a G. Now you are a Gurk. Hello, how are you? Have a problem with my headphones? So I can't hear you. Can you reply to me in chat? I'll really appreciate it. I probably will not be doing that. I'm sorry. Because I can't type and play at the same time, and that wouldn't be fair to the rest of the viewers to have me typing in chat. But if someone in my chat wants to type what I'm saying for me over on Twitch so that they can read it, that would be cool. I'd love that. You should have subtitles though, so you shouldn't really need me to, you know, do that. Just use subtitles. And I know she can't hear that, but that's how you, if your headphones don't work, you know, subtitle. Actually, I'll just say that to her. Okay, let's get my chats back, because I don't want to miss any of y'all's beautiful messages. Oh, I missed a couple messages. So bad, that's true. Rarity takes away from other stats that are more important. Yep. It's better now that PvP can only be achieved like Diablo Immortal. How did Diablo Immortal do it? Thanks for the hearts. Found since season, it's hard to scale damage and defense. It's either one or the other. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I usually scale damage first, but let's be real, guys. The best defense is just one-shotting everything on the map. I just fixed the defense on this class, by the way. I finally got an energy shield above 1,000. I had to trade for a new chest piece, but it works. It's getting a little stun locked there. Bro, why am I moving so slow? Oh my gosh. Oh, I looked at chat and died. Oh, dang, 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 dang. Oh well, oh well. Not a big deal. We don't really care. Is there anything else that I want to talk about when it comes to the state of the game? Oh. So the reason that like this is so important to me is that there is actually a lot of competition in the space. So right now, you obviously have Path of Exile 1, you have Diablo 4, you have No Rest for the Wicked, you have Last Epoch, you have, I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But those are like the main ones, right? And if this game can't treat their game like a full release, which, by the way, the developers have said they treated it too much like early access. They've said that. So like, I'm not just pulling this out of my butt. If they can't treat it more like actual competition for those games, with making it work, then people are just going to go play the game that works. And I think we saw that last month where everyone, like if you were streaming PoE 2, every chatter would just come in and be like, how are you not playing Last Epoch, bro? Like, imagine not playing Last Epoch. Well, I'm sorry, but this game, I feel like, plays a lot better than Last Epoch, for one. When it comes to, like, how it feels, right? I know Last Epoch, I think, actually, like, straight up runs better, and you can play it offline, so there's no server problems. And the game actually has a crafting system that works, but I still just don't like how it, works. I'm from, the United States, Lisa. We need swords. Yep, they're adding swords, so you're not wrong. Swords would be really, really cool. It'll be a while, though. They're gonna add so many anime swords. I'm calling it katanas and stuff. It's gonna be cool. I don't know that there's anything else to say on the topic for this specific video about how I feel about the state of the game. I should probably say stuff that I like. Some more stuff that I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying like the actual act of mapping, right? Like mapping's very fun when it works. A lot of the unique maps have been really, really enjoyable, and it's felt like a treat to actually get to them because they give you like, you know, special stuff you don't normally get, like 500% XP bonuses and like super amounts of gold. So I've been really enjoying that. I also have been enjoying like doing the, you know, the grind over to Arbiter. Now, I don't actually enjoy the Arbiter fight, which I'll get into in a second, but doing all the citadels and getting the fragments in order to do Arbiter is incredibly fun, and I think extremely rewarding as well. If you actually sell right now any of your fragments, you can get like 2 divines per fragment, just selling it to Alva. So like if you're poor, just literally go farm citadels and then, you know, sell it all to Alva. Now, you could say, why not just do my graphics down because I'm a sweaty gamer? What happens, I turn my graphics down, I can suddenly see, and then, because I'm playing on max settings, and then I first try it, like, I beat it flawlessly, I don't even get hit, because the problem with the fight is, even if you can one-shot them, you still have to go through the phases, pretty much, so I literally turned my graphics down and made it so I could get through, and chat was, you know, making fun of me because they were like, oh, he had to turn his graphics down to beat it. But then I saw in the dev notes that they're making it so his like wind tunnel thing is more like transparent, it's easier to see. And for me, that's a huge W, and I hope they kind of do that with everything in the game. Maybe this is again going back to a negative, but the visual clarity on this game is really bad. It is extremely hard to tell what is coming at you from where, how you died, what does damage, what doesn't do damage, and really all that stuff. Like, I want to see a death recap when I get killed of what killed me and how. I have a software that lets me watch it back in slow motion how I died, and that's been extremely helpful. But not having the game tell me, again, is just an L. I also want to be able to see my own damage numbers, right? Like, I don't need to see literal damage numbers on the screen like Diablo, but like a DPS meter would be freaking awesome. Like, I want to be able to see if I'm doing more damage than my friends. Like, that shouldn't be like a tall ask. At least make it so like a third party can add that kind of stuff in. Like, and again, when I'm playing in multiplayer, even single player, it's just extremely hard to see. Like, I feel like I should make my UI smaller. It's very big. You know, I should be able to disable or enable like explosion effects or like screen effects in general. Like, if I'm playing with 5 people running the build I'm running, we're not going to see anything. There's just going to be so many comments dropping that like the map is just white, right? And I don't think Grinding Gear wants to necessarily like, you know, compromise their visual integrity. But I do think that they could make some concessions for making less particle effects happen so that people aren't, you know, getting crashed when they're playing and people can actually see what's going on. I think that would be extremely helpful. I agree, though, POE2 as a whole, I would argue, is well beyond the threshold medium where the game works. It works great. It just seems that generally any error made it held by extreme standards. I think at this point, for some people, that's the case. There are a lot of people that the game just constantly just keeps crashing over and over, and there's no fix for it, and they can't play it. I think the whole co-op side of the game is borderline unplayable. Maybe single player is different. Like, single player seems to be working fine. But unless you have like a really high-end rig, the game is, you know, pretty cooked for at least the people that I talk to and watch play the game. Now, it's not like this game is not playable, right? I don't think the game should be taken down for any reason. But I just think that if you were going to spend dev time on milking me dry for more of my money, then you can spend the time fixing servers. Like, I don't think that's a hot take. I feel like that's a fairly reasonable take. I'm really sick of fighting this boss, by the way. This boss is not fun to fight. I hate that he's in this stupid pit. And, like, okay, here's another thing the game needs. We need a field of view. I feel like I'm way too zoomed in, especially for fights like this one. Okay, chat, what killed me? What do we think actually killed me there? Does him getting up do damage as well? Is that what I just learned? I take damage when he gets up? That's crazy. I didn't know you took damage from the boss standing up. I thought it was just the boss going down. Wow. That's nuts. That's actually wild. That's stupid. I think we can all agree that's a dumb way to die. Yeah, let's dodge that. I don't want to die to him standing. Come on. What is killing me? See, like, there's no clarity on what actually killed me. But you can't see the fire on the floor because the whole map's covered in particle effects. Like, that's the bullcrap part. You know where I'd have no problem fighting this? If I'm just playing on my freaking other character that doesn't have particle effects. That's why Lightning Spear is so broken, by the way. That's the thing that makes it the most broken, is you can actually see when you're playing the stupid class. Like, I'm gonna swap characters. I don't want to play a class where I actually can't see, like, what's going on. It's freaking stupid. Pisses me off. Trying to remember. Does this character have any of that other character's loot? I don't remember. Oh, is the game crashed when trying to go back to main menu. I literally went to swap characters and the game crashed. Insane. Okay, we ended our recording, by the way, because we didn't need any more recording for that video. Am I crazy for being pissed off about that? I feel like that was just bullcrap. I think everybody knows it. I think everybody knows that was bullcrap. I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. Where's all my rings, bro? Where the hell is all this character's loot? Oh, it's on my, watch it crash again, chat. Okay, good, it didn't crash. That's good. Where is it? There's Metasteel. She has all his loot. So you're still getting fatal game freezes after the latest drivers, at least in Space Marines? That's so stupid. Like, why? That's just insane. See, these aren't the boots. I have 35 move speed boots. So where's my 35ers? And I don't think these are the rings either. I would say it's a hot take. Fighting against the game itself, example laggy servers and bugs, is unfair and frustrating. Enough to tip the scales entirely against the game's favor. Well, yeah, if they can't... If they can't fix that, no one's gonna play the game. Right? Like... It's an unacceptable problem in the year 2025. It's actually just unacceptable. Okay, this is one of the rings. Is this the other one? I think this is the other ring. I believe that was the other ring. It's hard sharing loot between all your characters. I just started a Huntress Spear, was a 98 Deadeye bow user. So boring though. Any advice? Well, you definitely didn't pick the non-boring class to swap to. Because Spear is more boring than you could possibly imagine. I don't have the int. What the frick? Am I using the wrong boots? Oh, these are the 35 boost speed boots. Well, what the hell? Where's my int? Is it this helmet? It is this helmet. Okay, so this is my helmet for my other character then. Okay. And I gotta swap on these things. Dire Strike. Vitality and herbalism. Oh, nope, not herbalism. We'll do cannibalism. And do we need this? No. Clarity. Okay. We need that for when we fight bosses. And then, yeah, we'll go to... Okay, this will be easy mapping. I'm only like level 15 with Spear. What else is viable this season? So are you trying? Okay, what spear build are you trying to do? Because lightning spear is the quote unquote like OP meta build, right? Like that's what everyone's running. So if you want the most viable thing, there's that. You can do, they have a Flicker Strike build you can do if you're playing Amazon. That's pretty cool. You could try that one. It's not going to be as good as possibly what you're using already, but... Alright, this will be easy. Love how quickly it took for me to be like, I don't want to play this character. Y'all ready? Wow! Bro, just die already. This build takes much skill. Lightning Spear, Deadeye. Where'd all the enemies go? Where's all the enemies, guys? Isn't this supposed to be hard? But the problem is I'll just die to something bullcrap. That's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna die to something dumb. To be fair, that's the only way to die on this class, just to die to something bullcrap. Oh no, on this map it's easy to die to something stupid. You could do the Coming Calamity tri-element build on Amazon with Lightning Spear. It's pretty cool. I would maybe try that one. I don't know if there's ever been a better player of Lightning Spear. We had 100% accuracy so far. That's pretty crazy. You guys believe that League of Legends is going to play like Path of Exile 2? That's why this game doesn't have PvP. Right there. That's why. As they wouldn't get to play. Talk about making people mad. That would drive people insane. This guy one-shot me with lightning spear from across the map. There's no counterplay. This guy's playing a cast on dodge blink build. What do I do? I don't know, man. Alright, if there's no more enemies, we'll swap this. Alright, make sure that's on. Alright, that's one shot a boss. Wow, that was crazy, chat. That was really cool. We did it. BA. No, 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 no. Are we getting close to a citadel? I feel like I should be able to see a citadel by now. Na 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 na. Is it still quiet on YouTube? I feel like the rest of my chat was saying it's not quiet on YouTube, so I'm confused why it's quiet for you. What level? 90? I was saying there aren't many people in here compared to other platforms. What? Oh, you were roasting me? I thought you meant the audio is quiet. You were saying that there's not many people chatting. The YouTube short side has a more active chat than the YouTube landscape side of the stream. And TikTok is where most of my chatters are. TikTok's been popping off. Love you, TikTok. Twitch is pretty dry right now. If I'm being honest. I didn't realize you were roasting me. That's crazy. I think people prefer to watch on their phones though, and watching in portrait mode on your phone is just better for most people. So that's why I stream vertical to YouTube and landscape. I don't even know. Wait, what? I don't even on my phone. I like landscape more, but portrait streaming is becoming more of a thing. You're not on your phone? I don't even know what you just wrote. You should pull it up on your phone and on the portrait live and see if you like how it looks. I feel like it's easier to like watch the stream throughout your day that way. Yeah, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. You guys missed the rant, going over everything I want changed in the game. That's okay. It's also always an AMA, guys. If you have any questions or want to talk about anything, you know, even if it's not about the game, more than happy to do so. I've been thinking about like where I want to take the channel, and I thought about starting like a mental health specific page once I'm in school as a therapist. But I almost feel like we could take this channel and make it more about more mental health focused. Once I actually learn some stuff, but I think that could be kind of cool. I think people need a spot to vent, talk about things. The chat display on portrait is pretty neat, I guess. Oh, it shows the chat? I didn't know that. I feel like that video itself just looks better on portrait. Obviously the game is smaller, but I need to upgrade my lightning spear. If you're still there, Brian, I think the easiest leveling build is doing rake with stomp with the spear. It makes leveling really, really easy. You basically just play like a bleed build for the whole start of the game. And you can transition into lightning spear later. Also, there's Ice Lance. Ice Lance apparently has some pretty cool builds. Maybe try that one. If you don't want to do what I'm currently doing. I'm curious where people are watching me from. Is this a good time to go live? I feel like probably just a lot of people at work. Is that my friends online? No. I am down to play with viewers if people wanna join. Divine Orb, let's go. Hell yeah, baby. Gurk hype, Gurk hype. Spam Gurk hypes in the chat. Poggers. Yo, what's up? Enjoy the weather. Do I have any more coffee? Ooh, a little bit. Yum yum. We love that coffee. Coffee. I love me some yummy coffee. Ooh, coffee. So yummy in my belly. Oh yeah. Coffee. Coffee. We love the yummy drippy coffee. Woo-hoo. Yo, welcome Bubba Phillips. That's the third Bubba I've met. It's a fairly uncommon name. Alright, let's smash this map. Here are charges, we can start doing some damage. Come on. Why are we not building charges like we normally would? There they are. Now everything dies. Ooh, speedrun. Speedrun. How fast can we go through? Definitely gonna slow down now, but that's okay. Whoa! There's a lot. Come on, enemies, aren't you supposed to be hard? Whee! Hey, we did it. What's the state of POE 2? Well, so basically, thoughts on the new Doom? I'll get to that in a second. Basically, the game is prioritizing releasing cosmetics over releasing, like, server upgrades. I feel like the servers are in such a bad state, it's borderline unacceptable. Like, there shouldn't be this insane degree of lag all the time. It's just an unacceptable problem to have. Any good breach ones? But they keep releasing, like, paid for convenience stuff, which just really annoys me. I don't want more paid for convenience. I want the game to... I already paid for the game. It should already be convenient. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be something that I gotta pay for. Thoughts on the new Doom? I saw they released 2 new stash tabs for money. Yeah, like, I don't understand how you release stash tabs, right? Something that should already be free in the game. You already monetize it through paid early access, through loot boxes, through skins, through ability, like, visual upgrades. Like, you don't need to also monetize it on terms of quality of life stuff, right? I'm all for cosmetic. I don't like, quote unquote, pay to win or pay for convenience. I think that's cringe. But that being said, like, ooh, that was lucky. Like, you can fix your servers before you do that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know, release the rest of the game. And if you're going to release more stash tabs, they're not complicated to make. Like, why don't we have breach ones yet? You know? Like, just make one for each endgame mode and be done with it. We don't need to drip feed out our stash tabs. If you're actually gonna buy all the stash tabs, this game costs more than a AAA game, by the way. Like if you're gonna buy each of the stash tabs you need to like play the game like a normal person, it's actually a fairly expensive game. Now you could argue it's worth it, right? Like I'm not saying it's not worth it, but you know, saying free-to-play title, paid early access, I'm like, I don't really consider it free-to-play if I have to pay for like convenience features that dramatically improve the quality of the game. That'd be like having to pay for optics in Call of Duty. Like you could only use iron sights unless you pay for it. Like you can't customize your gun unless you pay for it. Honestly, the current progress of patches, the game will be fully released in 2 years. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I went over that in the video. I'm like, there's no way this game comes out by the end of the year. Yo, Spexy, my fave. Haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, dude. I do think the game is totally worth it, and I think the stash tabs are great. I just don't like that they are getting prioritized over, like, fixing the game. Like, this game should be so good that I don't even want to see what Last Epoch is like. I shouldn't want to play No Rest for the Wicked to see what that game is like. That shouldn't be something I ever think about. Okay, thoughts on the new Doom? Okay, so the new Doom, low-key, not as fun as Doom Eternal. There, I said it. I don't think it's as fun as Doom Eternal. I think it's fine, and it looks decent, but for some reason, it has not, like, captivated me at all. Like, I'm not... There's too many games that came out this year that were either free or like severely reduced price that I think are just better games. Like you have Clair Obscur. Like if I go for the past, like from the past year, Clair Obscur, Black Myth Wukong, Space Marines. You got this game. You got Kingdom Come. All games that did not cost $70, $80, right? That are, I think, either on par or better than the game that costs more, which makes me think that game's worse. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts the last couple nights. Nice. I never got into Kingdom Hearts. I know it's pretty sick. I don't necessarily know what the appeal is of it. Like, I don't even know what like the gameplay structure is like. Is it turn-based? Is it action? Is it mostly a story game or? This breach is insane. Good thing I'm playing an OP class, right, chat? Action story. I do like the new breach update. I think that's awesome. Did you hear about the KCD DLC that just came out? They released a DLC? What did they add? Like a new story expansion? It being action story, I feel is probably pretty cool. Yeah, I played the first like 5 missions, I think, of the new Doom. And for whatever reason, I'm just not necessarily wanting... Yeah, tell me about that DLC. I'm not necessarily wanting to continue. Like, I think it looks nice. It's running really, really good. But here's the deal. You know what killed it? I heard that the path tracing is coming at a later date. It's not currently in the game. And therefore, I almost would rather wait until the game looks even better. Because of course the game's running great right now, guys. There's no path tracing. Okay, well, that makes more sense. That makes sense. Really? Come on. Come on, let me hit you. I love that. Evasive. So sick. Okay. Didn't even realize that guy was still on the map. If y'all want to help me grow, by the way, because y'all are so sick, please go follow the TikTok, you know, subscribe to YouTube. We're trying to get up to where we actually get, you know, full-time monetization for things. Then we can, you know, do this more. And, you know, every follow helps a lot. We've hit all of our metrics in terms of, you know, videos and retention and everything. We just need the followers. So if you can help, that would be sick. Even following on Twitch helps. You know, and the real OGs, they will watch on all platforms at the same time, which is crazy cool. Definitely don't need to do that. You know, watch where you want to watch, but some people do. Definitely don't type in every chat at the same time. That would be ludicrous. Dude, there's so many of these dudes. Little skitherings. Come on. Come on. Apparently it adds out 5 to 12 hours of new story content called Brushes of Death. I feel like... How much is this update? Low key, that sounds underwhelming. $5 to 12 hours, really? I don't know. Definitely not the most exciting thing you've mentioned. Austin, by the way, I would try not using FrameGen and see if that fixes your crashes. On some games, HDR and FrameGen don't work well together. Also, actually, just turn off HDR for that game. Just turn it off, because that game doesn't have great HDR anyway. It's not one of the games that have great HDR. Yo, thanks for the subscription. Brissinger 117, you're a G. Someone listened. It's $5.99. That's extremely cheap. That sounds extremely worth it. Wow. That's really good value. You could say though that's like a tenth of the price of the game. But I still think that's a pretty good deal. I feel like DLC that costs the same amount of the game or almost as much is such a scam. Because you're never getting nearly as much content as the actual base game. But you're paying like the same. Do 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 do. For around 80 to 90 hours, $60 is a good deal too, I think. Yeah, a lot of DLC is like 20 to 30. Was Kingdom Come $60? That was like $40. I thought that game was cheaper. Doo -doo. I'm making my way downtown. Da -da 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 -da. My chats weren't going through on Twitch. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of your chats over on the Twitch side. Welcome to the YouTube side, though. Kudos to you for finding us. How are you today? Twitch has been having some issues, so... got to level 15 with your friend yesterday at work. You're saying you're at work, or you got to level 15 while at work? Wait, is this FMA? You have a different name over on YouTube? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yep. I was gonna say, I felt like it was you, but it was hard to tell because of a different name. If you're at work on your phone, bro, hop off the landscape YouTube chat. Go to the portrait one. They're both live right now. Both on YouTube. It's probably a lot more enjoyable to watch. Walls. Huh? What does that mean? Pretend I'm mental. Ah! Keep working. Uh-oh. Tee. Still got the 117 in my name and do what now? I have 2 different YouTube live streams up at the same time. One of them is in portrait mode. You can see it over in like the live section on my page. Watch that one, because I'm assuming you're watching it on your phone and it'll be a better experience for you. Hold still now. No, you. No, you. Oh. Oh. The Horde. Oh no, there are so many enemies. What will I do? So many. So much loot. All I want is a divine orb to drop. I really want a divine orb to drop. All I want is divines, lots and lots of them. And if I cannot get one, a mirror will do. A mirror of Kalandra for your favorite Gurkensteel. A mirror of Kalandra so that I can buy a peel. A little too small in portrait for me. That is fair. That is fair. I got a lot of feedback, and I learned that I had the game more zoomed in, but people were mad they couldn't like see all the UI and like read text items and stuff. So I zoomed it out so that you could actually see the whole game and me at the same time. But it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I know that. Also, that's what she said. I'm funny. Oh my god. This is chaos. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Ooh. Okay, call an ambulance for me, guys. Shocking. Oh God. What a stupid ass spot to respawn. What the hell am I supposed to do there? Yeah, you can. It also just looks better this way, to be honest. You see, yeah, Specs likes it better on portrait mode. Dude, I'm pissed. That was a dumbass way to lose the map. Freaking dumbass spawn death. Bullcrap. The map sucks and it's lame. I feel like if I didn't roll into that tiny little section of the wall there and get trapped, that was fine. So I was experimenting with Coming Calamity, by the way. Item works actually pretty well on Flicker Strike. I feel like that's kind of the best build for it. Get some more of those support gems. Oh, you need them? I have a ton of them. It's growing on me. See, you like it. I feel like it's more digestible for people to watch. I think most people can't just sit there and watch a live stream, right? Most people, like in my audience, because my audience is older people. And because of that, they can have it up on their phone on portrait while they're doing chores, which makes it kind of ideal for like when you're doing dishes and stuff or working. It's easier to justify. And it's easier to, I feel like, to respond and like type in chat when you don't have to keep unturning your phone sideways or like zooming in and out. Those are like the main benefits. I love the super crits. They're so sick. If you hit hard enough, you go straight through those stupid shields. Really? No bell? I could run the bell. That's a good idea. The sound effect on it is very quiet. I wonder if I can turn it up. No, not really. I can turn the game up a little bit though. Should get the uncut skill gem for me too. Need a level 7 one for a skill. I don't have any level 7 ones though. I'm at like level 17. It will survive if it ever drops the full game. Yeah, I don't believe the game's gonna come out for quite a while. I hope people keep interest, honestly. If next season is dominated by only one item again, one skill, it'll be a big issue. Are you saying the game is way too quiet, or the bell is really, really quiet? Yeah, I'm so bored with the early access. It made like every build this season. Yeah, I feel like I made them all too. Oh yeah, just the bell. Yeah, I've made a lot of builds this season. I'm not bored. I'm having fun. And even though there's a lot of really good games to play, I'm still like choosing to play this game and finding this game to be like the most fun thing for my time. But like the last build I made was this one, right? Which is the meta build. I wasn't running meta the whole season, so maybe that's part of why I'm not bored yet. But I know other people did not do that, so... Is this really going to be the way down? How do I get over here? Like, huh? Chat? Is this bugged? How do I kill this rare monster? How do I get to this side of the map? I gotta go all the way down and around? That's crazy. That's crazy. There was 10 on the ground where you're at. Bro, I think you're misreading. They're not level 7. There's no way level 7s are dropping on a tier 15 map for a level 90 character. Absolutely not. No way. And also, you're just going to get them to drop naturally. I don't need to farm these for you. You're going to outgrow level 7 gems like immediately. Okay, so I can't go down. Chat? What do I do here? I can't go north. I can't go south. I guess we go this way. Yeah, apparently. Complete game, guys. It's early access. It's okay. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's early access, right? That means that you can sell me hundreds of dollars of microtransactions but not give me servers that work. Bro, I did the whole map. 50 monsters remaining, my butthole. You're... No. 50 plus? Where? We did everything. What is this bug? Oh my god. There's no way. Bro. What the... What the frick is this? Chat, what is this? Oh my god. This is stupid. This is some stupid crap right here. I'm gonna record this as a little TikTok. Okay. Yo, so I'm just trying to do some mapping and you know, feature-rich, complete game here. Definitely no problems, except for this map says I have more than 50 monsters remaining, right? And I need to kill all the rares. And the last rare is right here. But as you can see, I've cleared the whole map. There's nowhere else to go. There's no exits. There's no monsters left. Everything is secure. But apparently, we have more than 50 monsters to find and a rare to kill. So I guess I'm just screwed. So yeah. Awesome. Okay. Easy short. Easy short. Infinite content farm. Just covering all the bugs. What class are you? This is Deadeye. This is Deadeye Lightning Spear. And before you roast me, I was told I needed to play this class because this is the only class I hadn't played. Dude, I actually have to give up on this map. That's so freaking lame. That's so lame. You're kidding me. Ugh. I guess I go down this way. If that way's bugged out, we'll do, we'll go this way. That's stupid. All right, let's do another bugged map. Get it? Because there's bugs everywhere. I can make a TikTok about how this game's so buggy while I'm fighting like a million bugs. Pretty juiced map, actually. Everything's level 82. And evasive, which is kind of annoying. Get out of here, lizard. Although the spear just went over all of them. Bruh! They're just dodging all my attacks. It's not fair. Yo, thanks for the follow, Divian Shargle. You're a G. And when I say a G, I mean a Gurk. The sweet ring of victory. Yo, if I just titled the video Early Access Druid Gameplay and just showed Druid from Diablo 3 or Diablo 2, you think people would find it funny? Hey friend, how's your day? I'm doing great. How are you? Tell me about yourself. What makes you interesting? But people have a hard time answering that question usually. Sprinting time, sprinting time, sprinting through the map as fast as humanly possible. Sprinting time. I mostly stream Path of Exile 2. These days, for sure. It's close. Okay, this dude's evasive and proximal. That's extremely unfair. But we just one-shot him with that move, so it's fine. Oh, we gotta go checkpoint. I'm not gonna lie, it is really fun keeping up with all these chats. Like, I enjoy it. Bruh. Let me hit you. Stop dodging. Do 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 most people play POE 2, very few play its part 1. I mean, I think more people have played part 1 than part 2 for sure. But they also quit supporting part 1, so it's not all that surprising everyone swapped over to part 2. Because, yeah, it's the new one, and it looks prettier, and it's arguably, you know, easier to get into and more enjoyable. All blues, huh? That's crazy. Do you stream, oh, great. Do you stream daily or weekly? I stream mostly weekly. Mostly on Friday. Today is the main scheduled stream. But, you know, some nights we go live. I post a lot more, like, YouTube and TikTok content than I do stream content. I like streaming, but I don't think it's as valuable as just making videos. But if I can make videos live, then I will. Another exalted orb. Yay. Can you ask me something? I think I know what you're gonna ask, but go ahead. I'm all ears. Yo, for anyone in my chat, while I'm waiting to hear what his question is, I want to ask you guys a question. I actually own a company where I use my art expertise to actually boost other streamers' streams and increase their retention and click rate by 1,000%. I could easily, you know, commission some artwork for you guys and get you better profile pictures, you know, upgrade your overlays, all that for, you know, only $1 and really increase your reach and stuff. I don't know if any of you guys would be interested in that, but, you know, I'd love to help you out. Do you need some nice artwork and good prices? Don't ban me, LOL. Oof, buddy, that's my job. We in the same industry? That's crazy. It's almost like that's what I do. We probably work for the same company. I'm just playing. I don't have a stupid company to sell artwork or anything. But the amount of people a day that come in trying to sell artwork and trying out different sales techniques on me is actually pretty impressive. I used to be a salesman, not for artwork, but for cars, and I find it pretty obvious right away when someone's trying to build rapport and sell me something. That being said, you did better than a lot of people if you want like an honest review of your sales skills. I think what would have probably worked better and what will keep you from getting banned in the future is if you actually engage like a normal chatter and like build a relationship before you go into the I got some nice artwork at good prices. I almost would rather you pitch it like, hey, I got some sweet artwork if you want to, you know, check it out and see if it could work for your stream. Like, I wouldn't even mention the pricing. Like, when I hear that it's good prices, I hear that it's not good artwork. Like, I don't care what the price is. I don't think most people care what the price is, if, like, depending on how good the art is. But I think when you come in and pretend like we're buddies already, and then you like pretend like you know me, but you don't, and then you talk for like literally 2 seconds and mention like a quarter of something I might be interested in, like the POE 2 thing, and then immediately transition into selling me something, it's very jarring. And if you stretched it out, maybe over like at least an hour, which I know is not great for your bottom line, but if you stretched it out, it would probably improve your sales. Like, the fact that you had to preface it with don't ban me means I know you've been banned a lot. Probably because this is not the first time you've done it in the way that you just did it. Anyway, I hope that helps. Also, I'd find it very hard pressed to find people on Twitch that want to buy artwork. Like, mainly because 99% of the people that you're going to talk to do this for fun and don't make money on it. So you're basically asking them to spend money on something they don't need, and that's not going to help them at all. And a lot of the artwork's just AI generated and looks very samey. And so, like, I could just get whatever you're making probably for free. Like, if someone really needs art upgrades, they're just gonna use AI. Like, why wouldn't you? It's just as good. Also, it would have helped your cause more if you had responded to my response, instead of just dipping out immediately. You can't just run it the first sign of pushback. That's sales 101. Pushback is good. Me saying what I said is like actually a good thing for your potential sale, right? Like, you're getting interaction. That's probably better than you're used to getting. You at least get to practice. What if I changed my name to POE God? Whoa, my back! Oh god. Ow. I do have some stuff I need to do today, but I'm not getting off right now. I'm just saying there's stuff I need to do. We didn't beat this map? What's left on this map? Oh, we beat the map. Oh, we got a bone tyrant to kill. Our favorite boss! We love the bone tyrant. We do because he is fun and fair to fight for the average exile, and he's not annoying at all. He doesn't take 100 years to spawn in and make me waste all my frenzy charges. And now he's dead because I one-shotted him and he dropped a bunch of useless loot. Oh why did he have to have absolutely nothing for me? And now I will put away my loot so that it's not cluttering my stash tab. And because I'm singing, I am miss-a-clicking, but we figured out where we want it all to go. Some stuff won't fit, but I wish it did. And I'm trying to make it all go in. But sometimes it can be hard when you don't have a supportive twin who is roasting me for drinking coffee for so unknown reason. Oh why you roasted me, you stinky no good for nothing. Maybe I'll hurry on a bee and jump right back in another mappy. Someone take away this man's coffee, the lonely chatter said. But something tells me that the last message to pop in the chat will be saying, will I stick to this tune forever, or will I find a more suitable beat? I do not know, but this is really easy to sing everything I want. Oh man, this strongbox is pretty loaded. Hopefully it drops me orbs. I need my orbs to buy my gear. Oh my gosh, we got got the orbs. We got the Valen Chaos 2 Exalts and even Augmentation. Okay, I'm bored. That was fun for a bit. Dude, this is so fast. Slow down, Wisp. Come on. Why are you so quick? Whee! You know what I'm saving up for, chat? Headhunter. Bro! Oh my gosh, we almost died of that. Pop, pop, pop. Boom, baby. That wasn't loot I wanted. Ugh. Here's a question for chat. Does anybody watch Castlevania in Japanese, or is everyone just watching in English? I feel like that's a weird one to watch in Japanese. Same with The Witcher. Anyone watch the Witcher animated series in Japanese? I thought that would be weird. Bro, how do I get in? Oh my god.
Nature's fury.
Ready for this chat. One-shotted! Every time. Build stupid. Easy build. No! Dang it. I gotta reslot all this crap in here. Sometimes you make a mistake when you shouldn't. Do. I have any citadels, dude? Where the frick are all the citadels? I got lucky getting a bunch of them earlier, and now I'm getting none of them. Just keep trucking along, I guess. Looking for citadels. It's really all I want. All we want is citadels heading across the countryside. Looking for... Okay, what the hell, bro? 3 divines for a Tangle Tongue? Why? Is it amazing? 17%? It's got 22.8. Is that better than mine? No, it's like the same as mine. What do you mean 3 divines? You're such a freaking loser, bro. Oh, does this have physical damage added? No, it's the same thing. Dude, people are such scammers. You do not need your Tangle Tongue to be that expensive. Super waste. Cultist, great hammer. Oh man, that's a crazy one. That's literally the best drop in the entire game. We're Iceman now. Omega level mutant. Dude, when's Iceman coming to Marvel Rivals? They probably can't because they have Luna. They could have easily just made Luna Iceman. People wouldn't have liked that though. Way over there, bro. Oh, we gotta fight the big fat chick, dude. No. God. This lady sucks. Someone wants to fight her. Ugh. Yucky.
Shocking.
She's got 20 seconds to get out of this stupid hot tub so I can kill her. Come on, jump out. Jump out. And it lagged. It literally froze before she thunderflopped. You're kidding. Oh my god. What a stupid boss. Why is it freezing before she thunderflops? So stupid. That's so annoying. Get out of here. Stupid. She's so big she barely moves when I use the ability. That freaking wasted 10% XP right there. It's so annoying. Who's texting me? No one that matters. Okay, let's see. Let's keep moving to the crypt. What's the boss in crypt? Do I like that one? I don't think I like that one. I don't remember. I just don't remember. Meh. Keep moving. We're looking for citadels so that we can sell them for divine orbs. People messaging about doing XP leeches in the chat is so funny. Just play the game. What are you trying to XP leech for? I can't think of anything less fun than that. Why do they all have chaos barrages? Like every strongbox has that modifier. What day is today? Friday. He'll be live at 2? Okay. That reminds me, chat. Give me 1 second. Ugh. Uno momento, por favore. I kind of want to you play my my blood mage a little bit, if that's all right with chat. This is our crit. Both of these are crit. I don't remember which one is better for my blood mage, or if like which boots are better. Okay, we will, hold on, chat. Okay, that's better. What did he say? Oh, no way. I lost the message? That's crazy. Oh, because I logged into a new character. Duh. Okay, let's see. We want that back on, and we want one of these helmets is better, right? Oh, one of my rings is on the other character. Okay. 238 versus 261. Which one has more life? This one does, and it has more crit. I'll probably do that one. We need that ring. Dang it. Relog. I wonder if the messages will be on this guy, though. It's probably this ring. No? Which ring is it? Is it this one? Which ring's better? Is it this one? That ring's pretty good. Wow. I wonder if that's the ring. It was a... Was it a crit ring that I had on? Is this ring better? 1 to 21 lightning, 24 lightning. This one's just 29% lightning. 1 to 22, 29. This one's got life on it. This ring's better for this character, and this ring's better for my other character. I don't know why I had that mixed up. That's crazy. What support gems do I want? We already have cannibalism. Yeah, let's do this, and that. Perfect, perfect. Get caught up on chat. It's good, 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 good. Yeah, I missed his message. Do, do, do. Sometimes I just find this class more fun than the Lightning Mage. I like Spark. I think Spark's fun ability. Make sure this is the right amount of crit. Yeah, 97% chance. That was a fast map. Wow. That was stupid fast, guys. What the frick? I am the storm that is approaching, fading, taking all the enemies out. I should probably bring the puppy on stream. Do 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 do. Why don't I have any? Whatever. Do, 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 do. The Hammer of Faith. What is that? Interesting. That's cool. Do, do, do. 61. Sorry, chat. This class specifically requires me to lock in a little bit because they're managing your health pool a lot. Just gonna make sure I don't get him killed. If someone in chat wants to donate some gold in order to do some loot boxes, that'd be sick. I'm never gonna pay for them. Oh, that was a dumb death. On death's got me. Whew. That was good. That was good, good. I like that. You gain a level? You did. Uh, 6, 7. Dun 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 na 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 na. If y'all don't know what we're doing, sorry, I don't know why I got so quiet. I was really doing good at talking on stream today until like I started playing the Blood Mage. I'm helping my other streamer friend get leveled up for his stream later so that he can use his cool gear and play Flicker Strike. My puppy wants to go potty. Tier 5, huh? Might have some XP specific maps that we could run. %, not what I want. It's a 13%, and it's got delirium. We'll do that one. Be right back. Puppy's gotta pee. Outside? Come on, girl. Bodies. Bodies. Eat your food. Eat your food, girl. Okay. Okay, we're ready. This is better than Lightning Spear chat. I think it's better than Lightning Spear. I ain't even lying. Be real. I got more AoE. I got bigger crits. I crit more often. Did he die? Where'd he go? Oh, Sophie! Come here, puppy! Hey, chat, check it out. It's my baby puppy! He's so cute! She's so cute! Who's a cute puppy? Who's a cute puppy? Okay, you can have your dog bed. You're a funny puppy. She loves being next to me. Alright, another tier 7. Now the XP ones. Ooh, 25%. It's good stuff right there. He's gonna lose his mind on this map. Sophie. Come here, Sophie. You stay over here, girl.
think not.
Hi, Sophie.
We're wearing it down. Don't let up.
Soaps? Soaps? Hi, Papa. Hi. Did you boobies? Where did you go potties? Hold up. Did you go potties over somewhere? I'm getting a little mischievous, so I gotta look around. Go potty somewhere? I need to end live. Okay. I'll hang out with you in 2 seconds, Sophs. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. We need to go. Puppy is awake and wanting to go on a walk, so that's what we're gonna do. I really enjoyed getting to hang out with all of y'all today. I don't know if it's necessarily worth rating out when it says I have 1 viewer. Which is funny because I know I have more than 1 viewer, but you know, I guess it's just how the cookie crumbles. But until next time, guys, you are all much loved.